The magic school goes kicks off a storm. Let me tell you about the day Ralphie decided he was a superhero. It started one hot morning when we were sitting around the classroom. I mean, it was really hot. There wasn't a breath of air. It wasn't kind of day that gives the new meaning to the word. You hot, you're hot. When you're hot, you're hot. In spite of the heat, Carlo was working on his science project. Then Dan entered the fridge. That's what we sometimes call our teacher Miss Frizzle. She was wearing an amazing outfit, even for her. He was singing. I know what we need to clean up for this Maggie weather, said Rafi. Look out the window. A big thunderstorm. It was only 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, and already Ralphie had began to began think what up those days he should have stayed home. The idea of thunderstorm was giving Ralphie a brainstorm. What if I can make a thunderstorm? You'd be Ralphie to the rescue. I wouldn't be Ralphie anymore, Ralphie said to himself. I would be Weatherman. And then how all this started. Instead, Miss Frizzle bought Ralphie a bag of real world. How could you like a jolt of the discussion about weather, Ralphie? He said. Sure, said Ralphie. Weather is fickle. Weather is how the air all around us is right now. No, it's not color of the weather. It's weather that makes weather. You know, weather as rain, the Durfee and claiming. According to my research, the air that makes the weather is moving air as wind. Keisha disagreed. Naturally, let's go to the strategies. Heat makes the air as in heat from the sun. Mr. Fizzle said everyone was right. Air, water, and heat stickered together make water, she explained. Then the freeze amount that he was going on. You guess it. It's a filter. Homo set up the rain catcher outside just in case the rain wells were gone. We couldn't believe our eyes when we saw our bug. It looked like the weird weather machine. Rappy was back to his weatherman thing. Before we get on the bus, he announced, I'm weatherman. We'll show how to make weather. I will even make the thunderstorm. But first, we should explore one weather, a major ingredient, air. Excuse me, said Keisha. What's explore? Air is all over the place. Do you think I mean just a plane or sitting around air? I mean, I'm talking about the moving air, said Ralphie. Then we all got to the bus. We couldn't believe Mr. Fish actually let Ralphie take over the control. Maybe it was his getting to her brain, too. Well, Ralphie pressed the button, pulled some lever, and get some fan behind the bus turned to the next thing we knew, the bulb was raising up the air and the tub was opening up. And the next thing we knew, we are changed into super light version of our slave. And we are falling out the top and into the air. Look at the humongous cloud, said Colin. It's too bad not over the rain catcher. And look, the sun is over there, said Tim. According to my research, the weather is different in different places. That's because the version of combination wind, water, and heat that makes kind of weather. DA really smart, I have to admit. When we flew back to the boat, it had the spun wing and turned into glider. Our boss does stuff like that. The world isn't really feel a big fan, when we are back to the boat. So what really makes the wind? I answered that, as said Keisha. But then the Ralphie has to make the thunderstorm. What really makes the wind is combined towing of the air and heat. The sun hits the air, the warm air is the closest to it, and the heat rises because the warm air light than cool air was the when and the warm air rises, more air has take over the plate, so cold air rushes in, and this air will a woman catches creates creates wind. Okay, one thunderstorm coming up, promised Rafi, begged to control. I'll just crack up the wind. As some heat, more heat, more wind, more heat, more oops. The bus started spelling up and out, and any normal teacher would have been worried, but not Miss Fisher. She was excited that Rafi has control with the updraft. He explained that the updraft, the warm air, blows up inside the sideway. It stole like the heat was coming out with the twister, only much bigger. After Rafi mixes the heat of the updraft, some kid would actually started calling him Weatherman. Keisha couldn't believe it. How about the clouds? Can you make cloud weather? Can you make clouds to weatherman? Why something, Wanda? Said Rafi. I'll just you need water. Peep out, Phoebe. Clouds made of water. I learned it in my old school. Then Rafi pulled up the lever. The without with so much shiki kaboom. We turned into the water, and you can see right through us. Carlos even put up the arm right through Arnold. The bus started to changing too. It turned into the glider shelter, a bottle of the sprayed as used as us out into the air. If it had been real water, the sun would have warmer as made of the evapor into the air. But this was much more fun. Weatherman has turned us from water into tiny droplets. Miss Fizz explained. She was calling Robbie Weatherman too. Keep together, class. We are making clouds, shouted Wanda. Thanks to me. Well, Weatherman, yeah, Weatherman. I mean, Ruffy. It's cool up here, Arnold complained. I know we should. I should have brought a sweater. The air is so cool way up here. We're turning into ice crystal. We are also falling, Officer Carlos. And sure enough, she was right. Mr. Fizzle explained that the ice crystal has curled up in the stick together, then had get heavy and fall. Look down the bright side, said DA. The lower we fall, the warmer we get. Which is not be why we are melting. Your team was really power trip now. Weatherman make rain, he shall. Luckily the bus didn't follow us. He had turned back into glider, but now he had the game funnel on top, the rain into the funnel and right back to the bus. We are kids again. Everyone thought he had been being cloud and then ice crystal and falling down the rain, but Keisha still not impressed. Okay, repeat. He said, began to call him Rafi and Weatherman. Okay, Rafi, he said, began to sure to call him Rafi and not Weatherman. So you made a little cloud and a little rain, but we're a thunderstorm. Weatherman will not disappoint you, promised Ralphie. She was a control again. Make the updraw, she shouted as she pulled down for some labor. Make a cloud, freeze the drop, freeze the water. The wind round Ralphie pulled down. The thunder boom, lightning flash. Weatherman has really made thunderstorm, and we are right inside it. Look, Carlos in Ottoman. It's raining up. That's right, Carlos, said Miss Fizzle. Most air in rains updraw of the clouds and condense in the weather. Is if the air gets cool enough, the moisture turn into ice crystal, then show. When the show gets heavy enough, it gets warmer and run to rain. Then Arnold pulls on help together and long enough to cable the safely electric leap eternal. Lightning is very, very dangerous. When you see lightning, don't stay outside and never stay under the tree. Lightning can hit anywhere that stick up to the air like tree. Believe me, you don't want to be around when this happens. The safest place lightning more than storm is indoor, which is why we should have to stay home today. Poor Ralphie was started to look a little sick. This is too much, Will. I got to make it stop. Sorry, weatherman, said Miss Fizzle, but storm it just wouldn't stop its rain out. Listen, I'm no really weatherman. Ralphie done to this parade. I'm just Ralphie. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just pulling levers to show off. The moment Ralphie pulled the last lever, the ball was string and sides and the ping pong ball. We are all tiny. The rainbow outside looked huge. Oh no, Ralphie groaned. I pulled the string scrub. Now I made the thing even worse. I get a vacation would feel sorry for Ralphie because he began to not like to her. Come on, weatherman, he said. You can get out of here. Just think. Ralphie began to ride up and heard the Keisha calling weatherman. As Ralphie thought, the tiny bus get caught in the updraft and started to going up higher in the air. It was going closer up the air, and so how there was huge snowflake inside the huge rainbow. Ralphie started the mumbling to the let's see, Ralphie trotting loud. The storm has rained out, down, up, all without up the freeze, felt melt to show falling, fall down, and out. That's it, the weatherman will get out of this. Lee started the glider bus and jump up. We can each grab one of the snowflake and ride down in less than a minute. Excuse me, said Arnold. But my snowflake is melting. We're getting rain now, yelled the next thing we knew, we are riding around into Carlos' rain catcher. The rain catcher war. Yeah, I already had rain in me. Plus eight kids and one teacher. The only question was now that we are right now, how are we going to get out? Luckily, Lee had driven the bus into the parking lot. Mr. Fizzle gave the thumbs up signs of Lee. Lee put it right into the rain catcher and landed to the ground, and just as the school board will go back to normal size. Safely back to the classroom, we discussed what we had to learn on our field day. Wind, water, heat can make the huge storm, began Wanda. Those are the same ingredients can make the also beautiful sunny day. Miss Fields added, it's all in the mixing. Ralphie had just one thing to add. From now on, I'm going to leave the job to make weather too. Weather woman, shouted Keisha. Come on, Keisha, said Ralphie. You can be weatherwoman as we more can be weatherman. This job is bigger than both of us.